Things take a long time. They usually take hours.
Oh yeah?
You didn't think I could talk about it for 10 minutes.
I have to think, like, I have to edit this. I mean, I have to put subtitles.
I'm sorry. You asked for this.
Yeah, I did, actually.
You asked for this trouble. You're afraid to talk about it. I'm really not.
Hey! I would never be a nurse.
Learns how to cough and sneeze into their arm.
This.
They teach us in America to be like a vampire. Like, pretend you have a cape on. You're like...
How's it going, guys? Welcome to iYuta channel. All right, we got a guest here.
I'm Megan from Me Visions. I like to travel a lot, so if you guys could check out my channel, I'd appreciate it. We're gonna be doing a mukbang question and talking today. We have some nice food to eat. I'm eating pizza and salad because I'm very unhealthy.
I'm eating salad because I'm on diet.
You're on diet? Okay.
My first mukbang. Have you done it before?
I've tried mukbang before, but it was kind of boring because I was too full and tired and I just didn't want to talk about anything, so.
So you did mukbang when you were full?
Yes. It was the worst decision.
Yeah, I mean, like, why did you want to do a mukbang when you're full in the first place?
Well, it was like at a nice traditional, like, ryokan and Kinosaki onsen, and like, you know, they bring you a feast to your room to eat every day, morning and dinner time. So I was full from breakfast still, and then I was forcing myself to eat dinner on camera, and it just didn't work.
Bon appetit. We don't say anything like before you eat in America, do you?
If you're Christian or religious, I guess you would say like, you know, thank you God or something, but no, you just start eating, and then you usually comment about how good it tastes.
How is it then?
Well, if I don't say anything, it's not the best.
Okay.
Yeah, silence is not usually a good thing, but it'll do. It's like, it's hard to find good pizza outside of New York, I feel.
I guess we are not talking about where we're eating right now.
Oh no, they would have to sponsor that video for that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Salad is okay.
So, what did you want to talk about today?
To be honest, I want to talk about the hot topics, you know. Very, very hot. Corona thing.
Okay.
Because like I said, I was living in Europe for a very long time. It's even like, you know, in Europe, everywhere, maybe in the States.
Yeah, I mean, just like as of today when we're filming, the CDC decided it's a pandemic finally, just worldwide infectious disease. Before it was just an epidemic, which is a little different. Also, America has suspended travel for anyone from Europe to America for like 1 month, except for UK. But if you're trying to travel from like France to America, like you can't go.
So like, except UK, you can travel. Well, so if you're a French guy, if you go to London, can you still go to the States, or is just like if you have a French passport? Like,
that's a very good question. I don't know if they look at your recent travel history in your passport. Probably will look at your recent places.
So like what I understood was like if you're coming from UK, you're not like carrying a coronavirus.
That's not true, but I think there's some sort of trade deal between America and UK that's too strong to like reject them right now. It's all about politics, really, not really about safety of humans.
Right.
I mean, also Japanese people can go to America now, for now, but there's more cases in Japan, I think, than Europe. Because I think it's like over 1,000 right now in Japan.
I don't know the number.
We can put some statistics up for you guys.
Right.
At the time of this video, I'm sure it will change by the time this video is up. At the time of this video, I mean, it's pretty bad. And a little bit about me, I used to be a nurse, so I have some history of dealing with infectious diseases. And thankfully, throughout, I don't know, 4 years of working in the medical field, I never caught anything from a patient. Are you familiar with tuberculosis?
Yeah.
So many people carry tuberculosis, spread it on trains. People don't really talk about it because people don't really die from tuberculosis anymore. Old days, people would die from it all the time.
Yeah.
They cough blood and they die. That's like how it is. But now it's like pretty manageable with antibiotics. And I would have to treat patients with tuberculosis, wear, you know, mask, gown, gloves, everything protective. And I never caught any disease. And I think the #1 reason is good hand washing. Like, not the mask. And honestly, what people do when they wear a mask is when it's like placebo, it doesn't really work that well because the mask is either too porous, meaning it has too much holes in the fabric that lets everything through. There's gaps around the mask that don't really protect you. It's more of like a fashion thing and placebo effect, which means it just gives like fake feeling of working.
Like when you're on drug.
Yeah. And when you think this, this pill is going to make you feel better, and then you feel better. I don't usually wear a mask unless I feel like everyone's giving me like this dirty eye on the train. Then I'll put it on because I'm like the one person not wearing a mask. I do use hand sanitizer a lot. So
yeah, I do too.
Hand washing and hand sanitizer, it's not just like, oh, put it on and rub it in. It's like, get everything wet, get your nails like this, get in between your fingers, get the backs of your hands. It's very important to get basically every single little crevice you can. Also, on top of that, anything touches, like a handrail, a train handle, anything public, an elevator button, the handrail on the escalator, you have to think like a germ.
You use like coins or bills.
Yeah, as soon as I use money, I'm like, ooh, like rubbing my hands together with hand sanitizer right away. I mean, it's just thinking like, if you touch something someone else has touched, you need to use it. Even if that means you use hand sanitizer 100 times a day, that's the situation. I thankfully bought hand sanitizer before it became like $400 a bottle on Amazon.
So now I cannot find it. This is my last bottle.
Really?
Yeah.
I got kind of a bottle to refill mine. I don't have more. Like, once that's gone, I'm gonna have to probably carry around like hand soap and just like water, hand soap and water. But
this one I was using, I bought it in the Philippines. And then I bought it like a big bottle.
Oh, let me see.
It's like, it's not the bottle, but the liquid inside.
Oh, I see.
It's a hand sanitizer.
I was wondering what that was because it looks really watery. The one that I use is like a
gel. This
one. My gel.
Okay. I do use every day, like whenever I go out. But this is the last one, I have to find it.
Definitely hand washing is most important. I don't know why people are buying toilet paper. I don't understand. Like, it's some rumor that supplies would run low, but doesn't Japan have like a bidet on every toilet? Yeah, basically nullifying the need for any toilet paper whatsoever.
Yeah. I mean, I understand what you're saying. Because I travel a lot. You go to countries and there's only bidet. They don't use TP.
It's like the least of all the items you could possibly need to stock up on. I feel like in Japan, that one's like the least important one. Why do you need toilet paper?
Nobody knows.
Yeah. And it's not only just bed. Like, Americans are freaking out and buying toilet paper too.
Oh yeah?
I don't know why, but it's all sold out. It's like they followed Japan. They're like, oh, Japan's doing it, we should do it too.
Oh wow, okay. What about do they wear masks?
In America, more people are wearing masks, but it's still not culturally normal. Like, here, it's very culturally normal. If you wear a mask in like a Western country, you kind of look like a weird sick person with cancer. People would think that you're like not healthy and you shouldn't be in public and like, what's wrong with you?
The mukbang, we should eat, right?
Yeah.
It's not like rude, like when you're speaking, I eat.
No, you eat.
I never watch those videos. So.
Yeah, usually what happens is people just talk with their mouth full.
Oh yeah?
Maybe it's a little disgusting, but it's like you're having, lunch with us.
If I'm eating lunch with my friend, I wouldn't talk when I'm eating, when I'm chewing,
I mean, that's a polite way to do things.
Yeah.
I did hear a rumor that Texas in America has made some antibody. They're testing a vaccine now on animals, but it's going to take like 8 months or 12 months to test before they move it to human. I did hear Japan also might have discovered an antibody to like test as well for a vaccine, but it's kind of like, it's a virus, right? So it's going to mutate just like the flu mutates. So every year they change the vaccine to like change with the flu. Maybe the vaccine won't really help that much, but. And they're also doing studies to like, they'll pay you $1,000 if you let yourself get infected with coronavirus.
Oh yeah?
For testing. A lot of people are thinking about it. Like,
I don't do that. No.
Not worth the risk.
No.
Yeah. I am kind of tired of people saying that it's just like the flu, because the flu has like 0.2% death rate. Globally, this has 0.5% death rate. So more people die from this per person that gets it than the flu. But everyone keeps saying, oh, well, the flu it's just like a flu. And the other thing is that it's new. So many people, some evolution over the years, people have gotten stronger against flu and colds. Like maybe 300-400 years ago, people died from colds and flu more often. But we've become stronger because these people died and didn't have babies. So the babies today are more protected from cold or flu. But this is like a new animal transition virus. So now we're gonna see a mass die-off of people who aren't strong against it. Just old people, it's gonna be, any age. But apparently children and women don't die from it as often as men. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's mostly men and of course like 45 and up.
Like old people.
45 is the new 25 these days.
I mean, yes, I agree. Older generation.
Mm-hmm. 400 years ago, someone with food allergies would have died really young. But now we have medicine. And then those people, they pass their food allergies on genetically. Now everyone's allergic to peanuts. But maybe 400 years ago, they just would have died, so they wouldn't have existed. Some ways. In other ways, we're more weak. Also vision. Like more people have eye problems now, I think, than back then.
Yeah.
And a long time ago, there wasn't glasses, right? So you could have been killed in war, killed by animals easier.
Wait, glass was like introduced like what, when?
I don't know when, but you would have had to be rich to have them anyways, right?
Huh. Never thought of that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but now everyone can have glasses, so they're not going to die easily from like somebody throwing, a spear in war at their head or anything.
That's
like
actually
that.
true. My eyes are very bad.
Mm-hmm.
I've fallen off from here, like if I'm not wearing glasses,
Yeah, if I'm not wearing contacts, I cannot see more than this distance.
I went to India first,
Mm-hmm.
and I was very sick.
From what?
I don't know.
Food, water, maybe?
I don't know. I was very careful,
Like flu, or what did it feel like? I had something in my teeth.
Oh, okay.
It was bothering me.
I'm not gonna say it because since we are eating right now, but like,
I don't mind. I was a nurse.
Oh.
Like diarrhea, vomiting,
Well, yeah, both. Some coming out.
both ends.
Yeah, sometimes it's just one end. And,
That's all right. I mean, it happens. Everyone.
I know, but it was different,
It was like Monster, right?
No, it was like even if I drink water,
Mm.
I just like.
It sounds like dysentery. And dysentery is something you get from drinking like contaminated water.
Okay, maybe that. Yeah.
And it's really bad. It just runs right out of you.
Yeah.
Peeing out your butt.
Exactly.
Uncontrollable. Like you can't close it. It's just open all the time, right? You were afraid to talk about it. I'm really not.
Hey, I'm not. I would never be a nurse.
I actually love this subject because
Like what?
no, it's just nobody thinks I'll talk about something disgusting when they look at me. They don't even think I eat meat. Everyone's like, you must be a vegetarian, right?
Wait, eating meat is the completely like.
No, I'm just saying people look at me and they assume one thing. Like, I won't talk about that. I don't eat meat. Don't judge a book by its cover.
I was not judging.
No,
I
but
was actually not talking.
I like subjects like these.
Okay.
So when you fart, some liquid. Out.
Yeah.
That's one thing I love about Japan. I always want to live in a country that has like clean drinking water. You can just drink out of the tap and it's okay.
What about the States?
Yeah, you can drink out of the water. It might not taste very good, but you can still drink it. Like you won't get sick. Because like if I had to use bottled water every time I brush my teeth, I would be really uncomfortable.
Yeah, it was.
When I went to Thailand recently, which I'm like working on editing those videos slowly, I forgot and I was just brushing my teeth with like sink water because I have first world problems and I don't think about things like that. And I did get sick a little bit.
Oh.
That was my mistake. But it gets expensive too. Like you're buying bottled water every day and they can charge a lot of money for bottled water because they're like, I know you need it, so we're going to charge you a lot of money. Yeah, but anyways, coronavirus sucks. I hope everyone out there stays healthy, washes their freaking hands, learns how to cough and sneeze into their arm without the need of a mask. Because like, even if you don't have a mask, there's an etiquette to like do it in your elbow. Everyone always does it on their hands. And I'm like, you're gonna touch something with your dirty hands. Here's your elbow. You're not going to touch anything with the inside of your arm that's important.
Like this. You sneeze.
Yeah, like they teach us in America to be like a vampire. Like pretend you have a cape on. And you're like that.
Okay.
Like pretend you're Dracula. Once you're Dracula, that's how you sneeze.
That was a lesson. 20 minutes already.
Mukbangs take a long time. They usually take an hour.
Oh yeah?
You didn't think I could talk about it for 10 minutes.
I have to think, like, I have to edit this. I mean, I have to put subtitles.
I'm sorry. You asked for this.
Yeah, I did actually.
You asked for this trouble.
But I was like secretly hoping like you speak like Japanese. Do people enjoy like watching us just eat, not talk?
Only for like short amount of time, like maybe 5-10 seconds. This is not like an ASMR. It's like it's more talking. Gonna hand sanitize.
Yeah, because like
Show them how it's done.
this is how it's done, right?
Get
like,
between.
get wet, everything. But I'm also like this is my last bottle, like I said.
So
like,
you're rationing.
like I'm like, you know,
If you have to ration, make sure you get your fingertips the most.
like this.
Like the nails. The nails have the most germs.
Yeah.
And all you ladies who paint your nails, it's like you're 100 times more dirty than people who don't paint their nails. Because the nail polish like makes texture so that more germs get trapped on them.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah.
What about you?
Well, mine is falling off, but it's mostly naked.
Okay.
We have some rambunctious children spreading germs right now around us. This is the saltiest salad I've ever had. It's like they poured salt on it. Sometimes I wish I was a food critic. Like go around and judge everyone's cooking.
Like Anthony Bourdain.
Anthony Bourdain.
Yeah, American.
I mean, he's dead, but
I mean, he kills himself.
he's not exactly like a food critic. He's just a grumpy guy who travels and eats food.
I went to Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic.
Mm-hmm.
My friend took me to a restaurant. Oh, you know what? This restaurant's great. Like even Anthony Bourdain ate here.
Really?
Yeah.
Was it good?
Yeah. But we were very drunk, so
Everything seems better when you're drunk.
yeah,
maybe.
exactly.
I'm gonna stop eating this salt.
では皆さんご視聴ありがとうございました。
Okay, bye.
おいの。よければいいねボタン、高評価と動画のシェア、そして登録よろしくお願いします。それではまた。バイバイ。
Bye.
We got a guest.
Hi.
Oh.
This extra quarter. I should get a t-shirt that says I don't speak Japanese.
What? What's it?
I should get a t-shirt that says I don't speak Japanese.
Well, we can cut this video and we can start shooting the second one.
Okay. Do we have to say goodbye? Is this one video?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.